saying right now. um, but yeah, shoulders, anywhere else that we want to focus on? I already heard calf from Sheila.
I tweaked my neck 2 days ago.
Little baby.
It's actually doing really well, but I can still feel it a little bit. So that
Okay, yeah.
stuff.
The worst. You have my full sympathies. It's my least favorite thing ever. Clarky.
Hi.
Hi.
I don't know if it fits into the content today, but maybe just something to think about for the future. I'd love to get into more information about spleen.
Spleen.
Yeah,
Okay.
blood and all that sort of chi, if that makes
What
sense.
that chi means or what that does in our bods.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Okay.
started to kind of like dive into it a little bit on my own, but I would love to know how we can connect it with this sort of work,
Sure.
if that makes sense.
Okay, we'll see
Maybe
what
I'll
happens with spleen.
Okay, thank you.
Cool, thanks. All right, team, I'm gonna mute you. You know your warm-up drill. For the new folks, you get to choose classic warm-up, which I'll suggest do that with me if you don't know what flossing is yet, or you can pop up and do some jumping jacks. I'll pop my playlist in there for you today. Let's go with this one. And I'm gonna mute in 1 second here. I'm putting it in the chat if you wanna floss and jam. If you don't have Spotify, I'm sorry, I'm discriminating against you. I don't know what else to do technologically speaking. Okay, so some folks are already warming it up. I just have one last thing to do here, which is mute you. If you need me, unmute yourselves because there's no way I'm going to see the chat as I'm teaching because I'm just too involved. Okay, so if you're fresh, welcome. Here's the story. Flossing is made up of engagement and elongation phase. So we're not going to hold poses, but we're going to pulse and move through space. The first thing to do is come onto your hands and knees and then pop your elbows under your shoulders. So you're in a tabletop with your knees a little wider and your elbows down instead of hands under your shoulders. Pull your elbows back so that you feel the tissue behind your arm and into your armpit zone engaged. Keep pulling your elbows back and then sit your booty back. That's the floss. Relax to come back forward again and start again. Easy. Pull your elbows back, keep pulling your elbows back the whole time. As you sit yourself back, you'll feel this engagement, this gentle yanking on the tissue underneath the arm, into the upper back zone, maybe into your upper shoulders and your neck. That's the just gentle internal exfoliation that's naturally happening as your muscle tissue pulls against your fascia tissue. And then that causes just this flaking off of any old junky stuff that we don't need anymore. It's going to move the life force or the chi, the energy through the channels, the planes of fascia. And hopefully we feel better. That's it. So keep going for a few more rounds. If you are a jumping jacker or you're in freezing cold New York, you might want to get up and hop around for 30 more seconds, maybe 1 more minute. Yeah, go for it, team. Love it. And if you're still on the floor, add the diagonal floss. So you're doing the same thing, you're just leaning a little bit right and a little bit left. Beautifully done, everybody. Love it. Good choices. Good. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's all meet back down on our mats and do your sideways floss. So bringing your forearms to kiss. Plug down with your forearms. That creates the resistance. Press your heart up towards the sky so you're lifting your rib cage up into your spine. Keep plugging down with your forearms and dip your shoulder right and left. Now you're getting underneath the shoulder blades, maybe the outside of the shoulder. Where do you feel it? Good. Yes, yes, yes. You have just a couple more rounds here of going side to side. As you plant your legs down, allow your hips to shift as they want, but see if you can get a pull on the lower lat. So if you move your hips in the opposite direction of your shoulders, you might start getting this cross lateral fascia connect. We have a bunch of tissue that goes cross-plane in the body, so it's kind of fun. See if you can play with that. Last set here, going right and left. Nice, and then last thing here for warm up, punch forward with your hands. You can turn your wrists to the sky if you like. And then you're gonna face plant it forward. So you're pushing your hands forward like superhero status. Plug your forearms a little bit sideways and your collarbones are aiming sideways. You lean forward, face plant, and then rock yourself back. Let me give you a side view so you don't just see the top of my head. Plugging forward with your forearms. Keep plugging forward, spread your shoulder heads out to the side and then lean it forward. Let's do 3 more times, take your time. See what you need to do with your rib cage to make this work for you. See what your range is. If you feel like you're gonna fall over, that's totally normal. And you can ease up if it's too much. You're punching forward with your forearms, pressing them into the mat, flossing the shoulder head sideways and leaning forward. You have 2 more times. I'm gonna peek at you. Beautiful. Great, Marissa. Hi, Call. Gorgeous, everybody. So great. Yes, love. Okay, so here's our clock, right? We have 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. You know the clock. So let's bring our forearms a little bit wider, just 2 inches apart from each other. And I want you to start playing your clock. Any direction you go, you're going to resist. So if I'm going 3 o'clock, I'm kind of pressing my right arm down. If I'm going towards 6 o'clock, I'm pulling my elbows back towards 6 o'clock. If I'm going 9 o'clock, I'm pressing my left. It's not really to think about it. I just want you to resist and move as if you're yawning, as if you're moving through honey, like Chrissy Jones says. That's nicer than what I say. I usually say mud. So move through mud, move through honey, pick your poison, press into the ground, move any direction, see if you can find a juicy spot that you need to floss. Right, so the treasure is the tight spots. So once we work through the tight spots, they unveil and offer us nice, yummy, healthy tissue. So you're hunting for the junky stuff so that you can excrete it out of your body. David, so nice. Hand positions are welcome to change. See what your body wants to do. Maybe you hold on to one wrist. Maybe you cross your arms. Maybe your arms go in a diamond shape. Maybe they go in a V shape. Yeah, let the body start talking and get out of your head. Out of the head bone, please. Into the body bones. Good, you have about 30 more seconds to play. You're so fabulous. Leanna, so nice. Everybody nice. Heather, great. Yes, Katie. Good, okay, let's have a break from being on our forearms. Swoop your legs around and we'll go classic chest floss. Feet forward, hands behind you. Hands pull forward for resistance. That activates the front of your pecs. We want pec minor nice and engaged here as you puff your sternum up towards the sky. You're rolling on your sit bones to lift your heart up. It doesn't matter how far you go. Exhale, soften, and come back down. Floss as far as it feels safe for your body to do that. If your resistance drops out and you can't pull your hands forward towards your ass anymore, you start again, right? Just ease up on the range a little bit. Elbows pull, or hands pull forward, heart lifts up. You can poke your chin towards the sky, opening your chest. And if you're ready for it, open your knees into a little cobbler or step up into a reverse tabletop, your choice. You want to add on a little bit here. Let's go for 3 more times to floss the chest. On the last one, we'll take a micro floss. If you're in tabletop, maybe do the last one on your bum. Here we go, last one stays up. Go 1 inch back towards the starting position. So don't be in your max zone, but keep pulling your hands forward and then take a little mini floss side to side, a little sway. Go nice and easy. Ease up on your resistance if you need to. And take 2 more cycles of breath to go. Maybe finding a juicy spot that you want to hang out in. Good, and then relax your chest back down, bring your feet back to plant and swoop yourself back onto your knees. 1 more set here for warm up. I know this is a little bit longer than normal. Plug your hands and pull back with your hands towards your knees. You're gonna sit yourself back. I'm going wide knees and bringing my toes together and tucked under, but it's totally your choice. And I'm gonna sit back here. As I come forward, I'm gonna puff my chest up towards the sky, doing a cat-cow, but we're sliding it back and forth. And I'm tucking my chin under to stretch the back of my neck. Pulling my hands back, I'm going into a little back bend. I'm looking forward. Hands are sliding back on the mat. Curl into yourself as you lean yourself forward. It's a moving cat-cow, so you're just going back and forth. Let's do 1 more set like this. Little back bend. Shoulders are plugging down towards your hips. Curl in towards your body. Keep pulling your hands towards you, pressing yourself forward. Spreading through your collarbones, or curling your collarbones in, I should say. Stay here in your puff and just slide that back and forth. See if you can find a little space between your shoulder blades. I'm gonna sneak my knees a little closer to my hands for this part. See what your body wants to do. Hands are plugging down, you're flossing back and forth. Now take it any direction you want, adjust as needed. Cat-cows, but with engagement. So you have that connection to the fascia. You're moving through honey, any circular motion, any direction you want. Let the intuition come up. Take the idea out of it. All you have to do is resist a little bit as you move. Yeah. You have about 4 more cycles of breath to play. So enjoy yourself, dig in. Any direction, circles, swoops, diagonals. Gorgeous, everybody. Yeah. Can start moving even towards a moderate up dog with your knees down. Love. Patrick's here. What a delight. Old school stretch friends. Amazing. So good. Okay, tuck your toes, please. Downward dog. Here's your next chance to shift, shake, move it around as needed. Plug your balls of feet into floor. Find your calves. Yeah, paw the ground out a little bit here. Find the back of your legs, slowly waking those up. Excellent. Good. Hips sway, shoulders shift. Turn your head around. Open your eyes, see what you're seeing, a little perspective moment. Let your belly vacuum out into your spine and then lift up onto your toes. Roll through your vertebra to come out to your plank. Pause and stay for a moment. Look forward if you can and bottle cap your shoulders towards your hips. Bend your elbows more than you think, just a smidge, and then bend your knees to hover over the floor. Pause here and stay. Today we're going to release our knees down to the floor all the way. Pull your hands back towards your knees so you feel that gentle yank on the front of the body and pull your heart through your shoulder heads, moderate up dog. Look down again, lift your hips high up into downward dog. Relax your head. Another set there, lift up onto your toes, roll through your spine. Find your plank, find your breath, soften your elbows, look forward. Shoulder heads come down towards your hips. Knees bend and hover over the earth for 1 hot second. You got it. Knees lower all the way down nice and slow. Pull your pubic bone towards your nose. Pull your hands backwards. Feel the tug in your psoas and lift your gaze up. Plug down through your legs. Look down, lift your hips up. Do that 1 more time. Inhale, lift up onto your toes. Roll through your plank. Find your plank. Bend your elbows, look forward. It looks good, team. Bend your knees to hover. Soften down through your knees. Pull your heart forward through your shoulder heads. Plug down through your legs. This time, stay here. Sinking into your right shoulder, look over your left. Yeah, just a nice front body stretch on the right. Come back through center, lift your hips. Pull your left hand back, plug your left knee into the ground, look right. Take that one more time. If it's not okay for your sacrum, skip it. Just skip it. Everybody looking left? Good, and switcherooski. Left hand pulls in, left knee plugs down, look right. Good, there's your floss of your front body, just a mini one. One more time for downward dog. Lift your right leg up, swoop it forward, and step down into a little lunge. Oh, I was gonna grab jars for blocks. If you don't have blocks, no big deal. You can put your hand on a chair or a ledge. If you have books, books are a good call. So this is our classic hammy. Learn it, know it, have it every day with your morning coffee. Your heels pulling back so that your hamstring is engaged, and sit your booty back. Relax to come forward. Heel swoops back, keep swooping back with your heel, and booty sits back. I have my right leg forward, my left knee's on the ground. You're in a lunge, but it's not too deep and it's not too long. It's just right for you. It's Goldilocks. I'm gonna grab my jars so you can see what I'm talking about. Your front heel's pulling back. That lights up the hamstring. Keep the hamstring lit as you floss and stretch it back. Popping the blocks underneath your hands just gives you a little bit of height and takes the crunchiness out of the front hip. So you're pulling your heel back and you're sitting yourself back. Keep going, 5 million more. Since today is allowing your instincts to turn on and your intuition to guide you, feel free to start shifting your rotation in your front leg. So maybe the heel goes into external, maybe it goes a little bit internal. Start scoping out your hamstring so that you're getting into the tightest places in you. Not me, floss you. Yes, Ani, so good. Everybody's looking great. Fabulous. Ariana, I wish I could see you, but I bet it's going great. Bernie, fabulous. Simone, awesome. Looks like you're warming up because your massive jacket is off now. Oh my God, you poor New Yorkers. Good. Ease up as you go forward. It's not really about the hip flexor stretch, although it's kind of nice to get the little relief. There she is. Hello, honey. Welcome. Good. Just make sure you're not overstretching the little tender guys in the front of your hip. Heather, take a smidge longer stance for you. Just try it. See if that feels good. Ashley, fabulous. I love how you're using your blocks. Make sure your blocks are feeling like they're in the right spot for your shoulders and your wrists. Hi, Al. Yay. Looking good, team. Okay, little add-on today. Why don't you go up and back into a downward dog if you want it and shake it out, open that hip out. Yeah, happy dog it if you want, whatever you need. Yeah, give that a moment. And then let's swoop forward, come into pigeon. This pigeon's slightly different if you're new than usual. Your right knee's gonna be more in front of your right hip. You're gonna try to stay nice and high off your seat. So you have at least a handprint between the floor and your pubic bone. Grab your blocks again, or your fake out blocks. Plug down with your front knee so you mean business. That's gonna light up the tissue on the outside of the right ass. As you dip your sternum forward, peek at the ground and come back up. Yeah, you're plugging down with your knee. You're changing tissue in the outside of the hip girdle on the right side. That hip girdle is there to create stability in the body and to set up the spine. So as you decompress the outside of this right hip, and hopefully we'll get to the left if I'm not a weird, crazy teacher, then we'll be setting up our spine in a way that's more comfortable for us. So taking out the dense fascia, the thickened, hardened, junky stuff in the outside of the hip to create a more pliable girdle. A pliable girdle that allows us to take shifts and shakes as we pivot side to side. allowing the width to create space for our actual hip joint. Last two, you can do it. I'm talking a lot. I'm trying to distract you from the torture of pigeon. And last one, come on up onto your back knee. Bring that same leg forward. Move your blocks out to the side for a second and then swoop your legs straight out of your hip. So you're in a tabletop, but your right leg straight out of your right hip, straight to the side. Squeeze together with your inner thighs. Keep squeezing and sit your booty back. I hope you can see me here. I'm squeezing in with my inner thighs, and then my butt goes back towards my heel to create the floss in the adductors. So now we're working our inner thighs here, the outside of the hip, then pairs up with the very inside of the leg. So those two tissues have to coincide, work together to get optimal movement function. I'm trying to stop saying biomechanics because we're not a machine, right? Squeeze together. Biotensegrity is more like it, but it still doesn't quite hit the thing. Patrick, what you're doing is really cool, but that's not it, but do whatever you want. So you're in tabletop, you're putting your right foot on the floor right to the outside of you, and then you're squeegeeing that right foot in towards the midline and sit yourself back. Yeah, it's a new little liver I made up. It's like being an animal. Be an animal. Plow at that floor. Good, that's so good. Okay, here's your intuitive flow. So you can take circles as you go back. You can bend that knee, do all the things that your body wants to do. Work that groin space, nice and gentle. Be smart about it, be delicate. This is a yin zone, meaning feminine, so treat it like that. I'm talking a lot, not breathing. So 1 or 2 more cycles of breath to play in this arena. Letting the pelvic floor soften, feeling the engagements of the adductors, using that sweet tension to then cause release. Fab. Okay, last thing on this leg here, bring your right leg back forward again. Grab your blocks. Same hamstring floss, just do a couple to set yourself up. Let's go for 3. Pulling our heel back and sitting back. Nice and easy. On your third one, go halfway back and then start to windshield wiper your foot side to side. So you're plugging your heel down into the ground to keep your hamstring active. Don't lose sight of that. And then you're windshield wipering side to side. That's weird to turn that into a verb. So find any zone that you want. I'm going to play towards the external aspect of my windshield wiper towards 3 o'clock because that's where I'm tightest. But maybe I want to visit 9 o'clock here. I'm just letting my body show me where to go. And let's go for 3 more cycles of breath, just playing with that. Try different bend lengths of the knee. So different angles in the knee is going to change this flossing. Very nice, cool. And I lied this because this is really the last thing on this leg before you get to switch. Grab your blanket or your pillow or another block. Pop your foot on that pillow blanket situation so that your foot is flexed, but the ball of the foot is supported. So your heel is on the ground, the ball of the foot is on your situation. Pop up into a little pyramid shape here. If you need more height for your hands, put your hands on a chair or your ledge. This is for Sheila. Lift up onto your back toes, please. Plug the ball of your foot into your blanket. It's probably rolled up on a higher height or less height if you need it to be. Pull your heel back into the floor and then sit into your back knee to lengthen the calf. Inhale to come up, plugging into the ball of your foot. Keep plugging into the ball of your foot and then gently sit yourself back. Inhale to come up. I'm gonna lift my screen so you can see my whole body. Pull your heel back, plug the ball of the foot into the little pillow thing, and sitting back. Let's go for 3 more. Nice and slow here. Nice, tough, sinewy tissue to work on. We could floss this our whole life, that's for sure. Layer by layer, here it comes. Starting to release and change. And then do the same thing, but now windshield wiper your hips back and forth. Be mindful that you're plugging the ball of your foot into your blanket the whole time. Little windshield wiper here. You might feel it in your hamstring, you might feel it in your calf. Sometimes the denser the tissue is, the less sensation we have. So just noticing that if you don't feel anything, it could be that you're perfectly flexible, or it could be that you just have a lot of dense tissue that blocks it cramps our nerve style, basically. Okay, bring your feet together, nice and easy. Forward bend, your hands can stay on your blocks. Shake your head out. Soften your knees, please. And then when you're ready, let your tailbone drop and stack your spine to stand. Rolling up nice and slow. Stand tall and clasp your fingers above your head. Pull your chest wide, pull your arms back just to stretch out the front of the body for a second here. Take that over to the left, nice big left side stretch. Take it to the right, side stretch. Good, hands clasped behind your head. Plug your head back into your hands. Your hands pull forward into your head, bend your knees just a smidge. And then as you plug your head backwards, your hands is gonna pull your spine out long to come down into your forward bend. Good, relax your hands back to the floor, move your stuff out of the way like me. If you need to, step back into your plank. Bend your elbows, look forward, soften through your knees. This time we're gonna bend our booty back like you're doing a squat, and then swoop yourself forward. This time add the swivel. Here's your swivel squat, you know it. Your booty goes to the right, your knees go to the left, you sit back like you're squatting, and then come forward to your plank. Sitting back, little swivel, scoot yourself forward. Let's go for a couple more, we can do it. This is a nice calf stretch too. At least it is for me. I don't know about you. Plank and swivel squat. Plank, swivel squat. Last set. And basta. Good. Come back up into a downward dog. Release through your calves one more time, pawing the floor. Good. And then you get to swoop your left leg forward and find your classic hammy on the second side. Grabbing your blocks on either side of your front foot under your shoulders. Pull your heel back and sit your booty back. Very nice. You got it. Left leg is forward. Heel is swooping back. Take your time to warm up this side. Your body's probably extra warm from the first leg, but give this side its due course. I'm gonna peek at ya. So good, everybody. Yes, I love. Cute jacket, Colleen. Katie, what are your fake blocks you have there? Balls, half balls. That's awesome. Way to be creative. Love, love, love. Bernie, what time is it? Like 6? She's coming at us from London town. It's late. Good for her for flossing at night. So good, everybody. Alice is packing up her apartment. Goodbye, Brooklyn. It's really sad. Keep going, team. Did you go external and internal yet? Lily, how's your neck? Is it better? Kind of better. I know that shit's stubborn. Yes, Ariana, so gorge. Cool. Okay, on your next one, you're gonna swoop it up into a downward dog and take a happy dog, shake your leg out, whatever you want. Happy dog, yes. That looks delicious. As you're going back, team, see if you can connect to your left psoas. Squeeze your left psoas as your knee goes up and back and see if you can floss your psoas. Only if your sacrum can hold up, right? Okay, beautiful. Swoop forward. Let's go into pigeon. Aaron remembers. He knows the sequence, thank goodness. Plug down with your left knee. If you can, feel like you're kicking your left foot, forward. Yeah, your back knee's on the ground there, David. Yeah, you can plug your back knee down. You got it. Now plug your left knee down and dip your heart up and down and up and down. Yes, my snake animal queen, Alice. I like it. Marissa too, a little snake action. Everybody good. Yeah, put your blocks on a height that's yummy. Sharon, so beautiful. Like a wee statue in the Louvre. Dig your knee down and then dip your heart forward and back. If you can, your left foot's plugging down into the floor or you're feeling like it's kicking forward. Your pubic bone lifts up just a smidge as you dip your heart forward. So don't lose that resistance as you get to the bottom of your stretch. Hang in there. You're flossing that hard tissue in the outside of the pelvic girdle. It can be a little stubborn. It's not easy. This is hard, hard work. So congratulate yourself for putting a little loving into the vessel. It really isn't easy work, right, Patrick? He knows. We get to feel other people's tissue all day long, or we used to get to feel tissue. Tissue is hard. It can be like concrete, it can be like steel. There's all variations of fascia, and there's all levels of health of the fascia. The healthier it is, the more elastic, pliable, hydrated, the more junky it is. It's dry, plasticky, and sometimes too hard or sometimes too brittle. Okay, move back onto your back knee and then swoop your legs straight out to the left. I skipped all that transition. Squeeze together with your inner thighs, please, and then move your booty back in space. So your ass is going towards 6 o'clock. Your leg is out at 9 o'clock. Squeeze in with your inner thighs, please. Gently flossing your adductors here. Feel as if you're squeegeeing your left arch in towards your midline. Yes, this is your tiger moment. Good. Imagining this chain of connective tissue running from your big toe through your arch, up your inner leg, the very periphery aspect of your inner thighs, circling the groin and coming up the mid front body. That's your liver channel in Chinese medicine. So we're trying to floss out the fascia that transports the liver qi. Couple more. Oh, you got to do your flow here. So nice and easy, bending knees, circling hips, any zona. Tutti zoni, if we went to Italy. All the zones, please. Yum, yum, yum. It's fabulous. You have one more, two more. And when you're ready, you're going to tuck your right toe, send it up and back. A quick happy dog here to shake it out, let it go. And then swoop it back forward into your classic hammy. Grab your blocks one more time. Pull your heel back. Set yourself up. We're going to do our intuitive floss, but set it up for just a couple normals here. On your third one, you're going halfway back, adjust as needed. Keep plugging your heel into the ground and then rock your hips side to side or windshield wiper your foot, wherever you want to initiate. So you could initiate from your pelvis or you could initiate from your heel. Good, and flossing out the back of the leg. So it's most of our fascial fibers in the hamstring zone are going somewhat vertical with the muscle tissue itself. But then you have all these cross fibers in the back of the leg that can get a little bit too knotty. So right now, as you floss side to side, you're kind of working those cross fibers. See where your body needs it more. Brenda, great. Everybody, great. Superb, really. Okay, how about 2 more counts, 2 more cycles? Yes, beautiful. So intuitive, so connected to yourselves. I love that. Okay, cool. And now you're going to grab your blanket or whatever you have. Now you know what height you want. Roll it up to the right amount. I have my little meditation seat here. It kind of works perfect. So you're plugging the ball of your foot into the blanket situation. And you're going to pop yourself up into your pyramid. Lift up onto your back toes so you have somewhere to go. And then bend into your back knee. Sit yourself back. It's like we're doing our classic pyramid, but we're adding this calf element here. Make sure your front knee is micro bent. I didn't say that on the first side, but you have a softening in the knee to keep the joint safe. Keep plugging with the ball of the foot like you're going to point your foot, like a ballerina point. You have a couple more here. Feel free to change your vector, change your groove. Mine's a bit nasty. I feel a little anger coming up, but anger leads to action, so I'm okay with that. Ooh la. Amazing. Okay, this is your last 2. You're almost there. Good, and then release. Keep your hands on your blocks if you have them. Feet are hip distance. Let your head go. Bring your blocks so that they're comfortable about 6 inches away from your pinky toes. Plug your hands down into your blocks. Bend your knees, let your hips sit back, look forward, you're in a chair. Plug your hands down into blocks, feel like your heels are kicking back, and then lift your sit bones high, straightening your legs just a smidge. Don't need to go all the way. Bend, look forward. Plug hands down, plug feet down, lift your pelvis, try to keep the stretch in the belly of the hamstring and out of the lower back. One more time, bend, look forward, kicking back, keep kicking back with your feet, lifting your hips. And then from the power of the pelvis, roll your spine up to stack, nice and tall. This time, grab your thumbs. Thumbs are pulling apart over your head. Dip yourself right and left. Nice side stretch, easy does it. Let the blood shift, let your perspective shift. See what you're seeing. Pull your thumbs apart a little bit more and then pop them behind your head. And then lean your head back, pull your heart forward. Let your hands pull your head forward, curling down, forward bend. Yay, you did a lot of yummy work there. Excellent job. Come onto your seat, move your blocks out of the way for a second. Let's go into our upper body. Sit up onto your blanket as you can. Wow, class is going so fast today. All this intuitive flossing. We're gonna do our eagle arms again. So we'll go right over left, right over left. Plug your forearms together. Lift your elbows to the sky, look up if you can. Keep plugging your forearms together. That activates your upper back. Keep your upper back active and curl down, elbows plugged towards your belly button. Pull your rib cage back in space and let your spine curl. Nose towards your sternum. Good, take your time to do that one more time. Elbows are plugging, forearms are plugging. Lift your elbows up, little back bend, feeling the girdle of the shoulders. And then release. As you plug your forearms together, you're flossing your upper back zone. Curl in, find a deep small ball here. Pubic bones pulling towards your nose pulling towards your pubic bone. And then go into your intuitive space. So rolling sideways, taking a diagonal, taking a twist. See if you can get out of your head again here and just let your body drive it. Isn't that nice? You don't have to drive it. Your body's got all this intelligence, organizing and orchestrating 100 trillion cells all at once. You can let your body drive it for a second. Keep flowing. Erin, come on. Yes. Anywhere you want. It's so gorgeous. You're hunting for the gold. Find that juice. So beautiful. I see so many of you finding those spots. I'm loving it. Good. Take 2 more cycles of breath, please, as you work this situation. Very nice. Good. Release your arms, take a nice big V. Flex your palms, flex your wrists. Good. Relax down. Swoop. Take yourself to your ledge or stack your blocks up in 2. You're going to take a cactus arm, a 90-90 of your right arm, and pop it onto your ledge. Pop it onto your ledge, pop it onto your blocks. If you don't have a ledge, go to a doorway or a corner of a wall. Plug your forearm into your ledge and then dip your heart down to floss the front of your right chest. Relax to come up. Plug down with your forearm. Keep plugging down and dip yourself down. This time as you come up, if you want to add on like we did last week, peek your sternum towards your forearm and then move your sternum away, looking away to the left. Inhale, your sternum curls up and in towards your forearm to the right. Keep plugging your forearm down as you move your heart down and away, flossing the front of your chest. Relax to come up. Squeezing in, keep squeezing in as you dip yourself down. You have 1 more time, lifting up, plugging down, dipping down, and then relax. Nice and easy, come back to your seat. Grab your pillow, whatever it is, and let's go other side. So you have left elbow on top, left elbow on top. Elbows plug in, forearms plug in. Feel the upper back body engage, lift your heart up, look up. Let the shelf of the shoulders curl in towards the heart. Let your belly pull back. Let your legs plug down. Opening the back body here, squeezing elbows to belly button. Keep plugging forearms and then lift yourself up. You have 1 more set here. And then flossing yourself down nice and slow. Good. Take it wherever you got. Swirl, spins, take your upper back for a ride or let your upper back take you for a ride. Swinging, pulsing, being very mindful here. Your awareness is at its peak. You're so clued into your tissue. It's like your brain has traveled 3 layers down into the body. Good. You have 1 more cycle of breath here. Good. Nice and slow, releasing, flexing hands, plugging them up and out. That's right. Gorgeous. Find your 90-degree with your left arm and find your ledge. Plugging your forearm down. Keep plugging down into your ledge and dip your heart. Lift yourself up. Couple of rounds here, I'll let you flow. Peeking at your elbow with your sternum, curling up and into the left, and then as you lower down, you're looking to your right. If you want to add that, it's an option. Little bonus, you have 3 more. You guys floss and work so hard today. Good job, you always do. 1 more. Yum. I'm checking our time. I think we're at time. We are, but if neck people want to stay with me, I have 1 more idea. But otherwise, I love you so much. I'll see you Thursday. You're amazing. I'm around for questions too if you want to stick around for 2 more minutes. We're going to clasp our hands. Bye, Leanna. So good to have you. Pull them down behind your body so they feel almost like they're gluing towards your sternum. And then this actually works better if you're standing, but I'm going to show you down here while the screen is in my favor. I'm going to feel like my hands are splitting apart. So that's the resistance. It's like they're going out away from each other. And then I'm going to dip my left ear towards my left shoulder, exposing my right neck. Then as I'm here, I'm just going to keep the tension in my hands and gently floss my nose towards my pec, towards my nipple, and then come back up. Ear is directly sideways, pointing to my left shoulder. So nose curls down just a smidge, like I'm looking forward on the diagonal, looking down and forward, and then I'm going to come back up. Try it standing. It gives you a little bit more leeway. Make sure your feet are nice wide base, and then you can kind of curl your head forward and curl it back. You can also bring your head back to center. And then, what was I doing the other day? Of course, you can take your forward bend, but never dropping your arms out all the way towards your head. You want to feel like there's a golden thread between your thumbs and your sacrum, but you can do that micro movement. So thumbs towards your sacrum, they pull back a little bit. Thumbs towards your sacrum and they pull back. So see what one you like and then play with it for 1 more minute. I'm going to do my other side. So I'm going to go left. And go open my left side, my right ears towards my right shoulder. Curling my nose forward, my hands are pulling apart. And then my ear goes back directly over my shoulder. Ooh, and I have to be really tender here because my neck likes to freak out. 2 more. Interesting. Cool. Come on up when you're ready. Yeah, so if you're doing the upside down one, nice and slow to come up. Excellent work, team. Oh, almost everybody stayed. Good job. We didn't get to spleen, Clark. I'll do that on Thursday if you're
Excellent.
here.
I
If
didn't-
you're not here, I'll save it.
Okay, thanks. I didn't think it was going to tie into what you were doing today, but
No, all good. Okay, my darlings, have a great day. I'm here if you need me for questions, and yeah, see you on Thursday. Great to have you, new friends. Welcome.
thanks, Barb.
Question.
Yes, Heather.
So I have been, well, in our 10-day challenge, I found that I was extremely nauseous because a lot of toxins, self-releasing, whatever.
Mhm.
So I was using a activated charcoal to help pull that out. But is there anything else aside from, I drank 2 liters of water, I get up to 3, well, I probably drink more than 2 liters of water a day. So anything else you think I should be doing?
Good question. You think you're having a detox reaction?
Oh, yes.
Big
I have
time?
down the right side, I had a fall and it's been tight for years. And this, I can feel a significant difference. So I
Wow.
know it's getting rid of.
Wow. We like to take bentonite clay as well. I mean, I personally like that. I think it's less abrasive than the charcoal in a way, but maybe more effective. But you can't take it near any other medications.
Okay.
Also doing salt baths or an infrared would be really helpful.
Okay.
I don't know if you like to have green things to drink. That always helps me in the mornings, but don't take it near the charcoal or the clay, right? Like you need 45 minutes or so between the two. And nice like soupy, stewy kind of foods afternoon to the evening, like cut out on the raw stuff after 1 o'clock. That's what I would do.
Okay, that's great. Thanks.
Yeah.
Very helpful.
Yeah.
It's weaning. The nausea is waning, but it's still around. But this.
Right. And then if we go into another 10-day, there might be another layer that's exposed. Totally.
It's okay. I'm still here. I like it.
I'm so glad. Yeah, it's huge to get that initial, like those initial blockages out. I had the same thing. I had so many detox reactions Patrick, Aaron, I'm sure Anna did. Yeah. Yeah, so that's totally, it's reasonable for that to be happening.
It seemed it, especially how loose my right side is. Not so loose, but I mean, it's incredible. So thanks to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Are you wearing your ghosties right now? Your
Yes.
green ones?
Yeah.
Cute.
This is the best emerald green color ever.
Yay.
It's
Those
gorgeous.
are a fave. Anna has them.
Hi, Anna. Okay, enough about me, but thanks so much. I
David,
appreciate
how
it.
did you find us?
How did I find you?
Oh, sorry. I was asking David since he's new.
Sorry. Okay, bye. I'm going.
I love you, Heather.
Bye. Thanks.
Hi, Bonnie. Thank you for
Hi.
having me.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I really love it. I think I saw a bit of a video on SkyTing at some point, and I was like, I like this.
Cool.
So thank you so much. I've done a
Yay,
lot of like,
exciting.
yeah, I've done a lot of like Bikram and hot yoga stuff in the past, and this feels like very much like a good counter to all that because we go work through rather than just around stuff. So I really appreciate it. Thank you for doing it.
That's well said. Well said. Colleen.
I have a few clients that have ADHD and I can't
Huh.
remember what meridian kind of that.
Wow. I would think about skin for them and maybe small intestine to take the intensity out. Focus and
heart.
concentration is spleen.
Heart.
You think heart,
Yeah, I think it's
Aaron? What did you say something?
Yeah.
Tell us.
Yeah, I said heart.
4.
why heart.
It's frozen. Why
Okay.
heart, Lovey?
Oh, me?
Yes.
To take out the fractionation of the attention.
Oh,
I was losing my sound.
Ah, okay.
There's like a delay.
He's saying to take out the fractionation to like have direct action.
Fraction.
maybe?
Fractionate.
okay.
The
Yeah,
fractionation of the attention.
I'll report back.
Okay. You look cute in your glasses.
My blue screen glasses. I'm on the computer all day. Thank you so much. I'm sending you my today.
Oh, don't worry. Love you. Kisses. Patrick, so good to see you. What's up?
Oh, there's this pandemic, stay at home stuff, you know. I was just really thought, great, an opportunity to witness you in this vocabulary. Everybody's always, you know, it's like the best rabbit hole I've ever been in. And each new sort of cave I get in, it's like, oh, there's a whole bunch of new words. And so I really want to come hear your words. Of course, I always love watching you move and seeing how you interact with people. I've both heard, you know, familiar old phrases as well as a bunch of new ones. So it's like, oh, Bonnie, as I remember, Bonnie's new development. So that was all really very fun. I got to break a sweat. I did some really big bladder work on some people this weekend. So my own glutes were really, you know, telling me about it, and now they're happy. So thank you.
Good. Yay. So good to see you.
Very nice to see you. You're in town.
I'm in Ojai, yeah, for
You're
just
in Ojai. Okay.
yeah.
We'll have to figure out how to like. So is somebody stretching you?
No, but I could use it.
Let's figure that out.
Okay, great. I'll take it. Amazing. Oh, well, I hope everyone has a really good day. Does anyone else have questions? And I hope your neck, yeah, do that one. Ooh, baby. The worst.
Yeah, you know what? I took a lot of black cohosh. Does anybody know black cohosh? Which is good for neck stuff. And it's actually hardly bothering me at all right now. It was like so minor.
Wow.
And yesterday it was like it was 2 nights ago. I've never ever experienced something going away so quickly.
That's amazing.
And then this thing too, if you have one of these massagers, But I did like neck a lot. Robert did neck a lot, and then feet, and then neck, and then feet. So I think the blood and the black cohosh, I swear I've recovered so fast. It's amazing.
That's great. I love hearing that. I'll have to try that next time my neck blows out, hopefully, which is never again, but it
Never.
will.
Thanks, Fawn. Bye,
thank
everybody.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye, Phil. Have a good one.
Okay, it's cold here
It's
in New
cold.
York. Yeah, especially on the top floor with a lot of windows, which I'm thankful for, but it's when it's windy, and under 20, it's really hard to keep it warm unless you put a lot of layers on. So
Yeah,
here we are.
that's how my apartment
So it
is
felt
too.
good to move, too.
Good. Good. Those landlords, they need to heat it up more.
Oh, yeah,
Sheesh.
the building manager. Yeah, we complain. Then it gets too hot, and it's, I'd rather it be colder.
There you go then.
Yeah.
David, are you in New York? No. LA. Somewhere like that.
left.
Okay. Have a good one, team.